Also, some good news for you tonight. That coming in from the Siouxland Humane Society. That's right, the organization, get this, was actually recognized nationally by the Best Friends Animal Society for the live release rate and awarded a plaque naming the organization one of the leading no-kill shelters in the country for 2024. With a 99.04% save rate, the Siouxland Humane Society exceeds the national average of 82%. According to Best Friends Animal Society statistics from July 2024 to June 2025, 1,573 animals were rescued. With more than 1,500 pets saved just this year, these pets will find new homes with families in Siouxland. KTIV's Taylor Deckard spoke with a local pet owner who says she's grateful for the option to adopt a four-legged family member.
Whose idea was it to get Muskie?
This one, these two.
Meet Muskie. He was named after where the Bullward family found him.
We actually got him from an adoption event that the Humane Society did at the Musketeers game. He was Fudge when we got him. He was about 10 weeks old, and his name changed to Muskie before we left the game.
Muskie was just a puppy when he was adopted. Now he's weighing at a nice, healthy weight of around 130 pounds.
We knew he was going to get a little bigger, but we didn't imagine this big.
There are hundreds more of these stories like the Bullwards, as families and individuals are adding pets to the family, rescuing them with the help of the Siouxland Humane Society.
The Siouxland Humane Society says it's saving pets' lives one paw or rabbit foot at a time.
The Siouxland Humane Society says it's the only shelter in the area to be recognized for this prestigious award. It's been a no-kill shelter since 2014, with save rates exceeding the 90% benchmark annually.
There's a bigger picture when it comes to that. And with that becomes more animals are being adopted, more animal lives are being saved, more families are checking out animal shelters to see what is there to be adopted.
And they want to keep the save rate up for years to come.
It's our community that come in and hear the stories and want to do something to make a difference, and they adopt.
Now he's always by my side. He's always riding with me to get lunch. He's basically my best friend.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckard, KTIV News 4.
And right now at the Humane Society, there are many animals looking for a home, from cats and dogs to rabbits and guinea pigs. Now, the bunny Cabbage Patch, which was featured in Taylor's story tonight, is still up for adoption. Learn more about adopting in this story. You can check it out right now on KTIV.com. Well,